Surpassing the test of time, this 3,600-year-old Bible speaks of long-forgotten or unknown events from the past, some of them even predating our written history, but also warns about the impending cataclysms that are yet to come. The Kolbrin Bible, also dubbed the Bronze Book or Seal Book, is the first Judaic-Christian document that combines the events depicted by the currently accepted Bible, speaking of uncharted episodes from humanity's ancient past that have been purposely hidden by the current Christians' textbooks. It is the only remaining document of its kind to narrate the entire story of the human genesis, from the first people who walked on earth prior to the arrival of Adam and Eve, to the great Egyptian rulers. According to this ancient text, the term fallen angel mentioned in Genesis refers to mortal men who married the daughters of Adam and Eve and had children together, instead of the common belief of holy or angelic beings. It's also mentioned that these men descended from a highly advanced earthly society which survived the early cataclysms by hiding in underground shelters. They were known as the sons of God, and the above-mentioned catastrophe came as a result of their actions. Some researchers even link this story to that of Atlantis and Lemuria, the legendary civilizations believed to have ended after an impending cataclysm hit them. Composed of 11 books, the Kolbrin Bible offers extensive knowledge of our past, comprising 5 books written by the Celtic mystics after the death of Jesus Christ, and 6 books comprised of ancient Egyptian scrolls written by scribes after the events that followed the Hebrew exodus in Egypt. It is thought that Joseph of Arimathea, great-uncle of Jesus, succeeded in rescuing the Egyptian scrolls from the conqueror Julius Caesar, who invaded Egypt and set fire to the greatest library in the world at that time, the Library of Alexandria, destroying over 700,000 scrolls with priceless knowledge gathered throughout the years. Dogmas dating back before the known written history had burnt that day, but fortunately for us, there were some people who preserved a small portion of that forbidden knowledge. Joseph and the followers of Jesus later brought the scrolls from Judea to Britain in a desperate attempt to preserve their context. They secretly kept the manuscripts inside the Glastonbury Abbey in Somerset County, in the southwest of Britain for many hundred years. However, a ruthless fire engulfed the abbey in 1184, furtherly eradicating from the preserved scrolls. Fortunately for us, some of the manuscripts were carved into thin bronze sheets and deposited in copper-clad containers. After this event, the bronze sheets became known as the Bronze Book of Britain and were later combined with another similar collection of forbidden knowledge entitled the Seal Book, representing the work of the mystic Celts, wise men with extended knowledge in the fields of astronomy, medicine, religion, mathematics, and oratory. Much of their teachings remain preserved in the Kolbrin Bible. According to Crystallinks, the Kolbrin is a collection of ancient manuscripts said to have been salvaged from the Glastonbury Abbey arson in 1184. The Kolbrin said to have a connection with Jesus historically through Joseph of Arimathea. They have been discussed online by James McKinney, Alex Merklinger, and others. It has been rumored that Nikola Tesla acquired some knowledge from this book, according to James McKinney. In the past, only a select few, some might say an elite group, have had access to this book. Now, the current caretakers of this ancient knowledge believe these are the days of decision when humankind stands at the crossroad, and are making the book available subject to explicit conditions. The book also contains some unique prophecies. One of them even describes how the notorious Planet X caused the Great Flood, thus linking both events in a never-before-seen scenario. Then, with the dawning, men saw an awesome sight. There, riding on a black rolling cloud, came the destroyer, newly released from the confines of the sky vaults, and she raged about the heavens, for it was her day of judgment. The beast opened its mouth and belched forth fire and hot stones and a vile smoke. It covered the whole sky above, and the meeting place of earth and heaven could no longer be seen. In the evening, the places of the stars were changed, they rolled across the sky to new stations, then the flood waters came. The floodgates of heaven were opened and the foundations of earth were broken apart. The surrounding waters poured over the land and broke upon the mountains. The storehouses of the winds burst their bolts asunder, so storms and whirlwinds were loosed to hurl themselves upon earth. In the seething waters and howling gales, all buildings were destroyed, trees were uprooted and mountains cast down. There was a time of great heat, then came a bitter cold. The waves over the waters did not rise and fall but seethed and swirled, there was an awful sound above. This curious translation of the text offers a unique perspective over a series of events which can be found in different holy books. However, the happenings are linked together and appear to contradict with every accepted belief so far. Could this mysterious compilation of forbidden knowledge rewrite the history of humanity as we know it? Stay tuned for more exclusive insight from the Kolbrin in the upcoming days.